We did a little work in the backyard over the weekend, and we're thinking, why do we hold this off until like the hottest days of summer before we're doing this work? So we have this extreme heat that's going to be with us pretty much all week long, and if you're not prepared for it, it can be on the dangerous side, and it's kind of twofold. First off, we have the hot temperatures during the day, where the feels like temperature is going to be near 100 degrees, but the overnight lows, that's the other side of this, only dropping into the mid 70s, especially for the urban heat island that is the Twin Cities metro. It's going to stay pretty sultry. On top of that, we also have some pretty gusty wind. Western and especially northern Minnesota is battling some pretty strong winds today. West-southwest winds between about 10 and 20 miles per hour with stronger wind gusts, and that is sparking some wildfire concerns, continued concerns across northern and especially northeastern Minnesota. Still under a red flag warning until 10 p.m. today with that gusty southwesterly wind and low relative humidity, and it's going to be rinse and repeat. The same area is probably going to be under another red flag warning tomorrow. Currently a fire weather watch for extreme northern and northeastern Minnesota. That does include the majority of the boundary waters Tuesday afternoon as well. And we're seeing some pretty significant fire concerns up there as well. This is our radar satellite loop from yesterday, and you can see the smoke billowing from some of these fires that continue to just explode, especially right now the Thumb Fire in far northeast northern parts of Minnesota, east of Crane Lake. That one, that last check, was like 600 acres. That one's certainly going to be expanding, and you can see several fires burning in the Quetico as well. Let's back things up and we'll show you the cause of this. Big ridge of high pressure, which is currently situated just to our south and west. It's spilling some big time heat and even record temperatures across the high plains states and pushing that into our direction. And you can see the storm track here. The rain is not too far off, but it's way up north into Canada. That's that storm track, and that's where the rain is going to stay. This high pressure system is going to remain in place for most of the rest of the week with just subtle movements by Thursday, so basically it's a rinse and repeat forecast. Now, by the weekend, and especially early next week, that high moves off to the west a little bit. We get into a more active and slightly cooler weather forecast that should give us cooler temperatures by the time we get into next week. But again, it's going to be like this pretty much day in and day out every single day. Warmest part of the state is northern Minnesota. International Falls crushing another daily record high. Take a look at the temperature forecast. That's the top number, and the record is the bottom. No records around the Twin Cities, St. Cloud, or Duluth, but International Falls for the second day in a row crushing their daily high temperature record. We see minimal changes at least through Friday. Maybe a few thunderstorms show up as that ridge begins to move off to the southwest Saturday and Sunday, but right now it's a small chance. Temperatures back in the 80s though by Sunday.